guys, this is Baznar Bushcraft here. We're out for my first YouTube video, pretty exciting. We're here in the Lake District, we're Ennerdale Water. Yeah, this is my first time here, I've not been here before. This is like the most westerly lake in the Lake District. It's a bit more wild really. In fact, there is actually a project going on here at the minute called Rewilding of Ennerdale. They're trying to turn it back to its kind of native glory by taking out all of this coniferous woodland and replanting native trees, which I kind of have mixed thoughts about. I mean, it's great to see that it's rewilding, but I do have a little bit of a soft spot for coniferous wood. Always makes good building materials, but I'd much rather everything was back to kind of like nature and where it should be. But we've been here for 4 days, 3 nights. Unfortunately, we kind of got rained out in the first night, so we kind of had to get everything done. I couldn't really film anything because I'm filming on my camera phone, so I apologise for the resolution if it's not very good. But yeah, I managed to get a good couple of bits done. Unfortunately, I didn't film a lot of the making of stuff. Like I say, it was raining. It's not great for my camera. But I made a raised bed, a bench with a backrest chair, and a table, and then a pot hanger. So we'll go through a couple of those bits, show you some footage of those, and I'll tell you the tear down as I'm sleeping under tarp at the minute. And I've got my 2 brother-in-laws here, Adam and Jack. They're kind of wimping out and going under an actual tent. But no, it's been good. You know, we've been having a good time. Get back to nature, have a bit of bushcraft, a couple of beers. I had a really nice nettle mead, which is delicious. Living the real Viking lives. But yeah, it's unfortunate now, but we're going to have to start packing up and going home, which is a shame, but you can't win them all. So yeah, I'll take you through a couple of bits in the camp, and then I'll break down, and then we'll be out of here back to the car. So hope you enjoy. Always keep it metal. Sausage. Sausage. What do you want to just film us? I'll get on that later. He's about to put whiskey from the bottle on that. Coconut milk. What? Coconut milk. Coconut milk. Pull the curry now. going to cut out all the voices. Apart from me going, lights the beacon. I don't know how much heat gives that. Okay, so what I've done here, made myself a little table. So just took 2 sticks, similar sizes, and then I've just hammered them into the ground, put another one as a cross beam, and then paracorded those on, so it's nice and sturdy. And then I took a log, split the log down, and then you simply lay that across there, make yourself a nice little table. So that brings us on to my bench / chair. So we've got a stump there, and this little stump here, and then I took this log and I axed out a kind of makeshift groove so that sits in there quite firmly, and then took these sticks to make a chair. So it's kind of based off of Bushcraft chair design, but I've kind of modified it for my needs. So took 2 sticks around the same size, chopped a wedge shape into both of them so they kind of fit together, saw around this bit here so the paracord sits better, and then stitched it down with paracord nice and tight, so that's all lashed together. And then I don't know if I move my back seat off, put that to one side, so you can see I've made an A frame by just carving out again this on both sides, little notch, putting another stick between them, lashing it together tight. Then I get these 2 logs, put them through, and I've got a stump on this side, so then through the lever action that's nice and sturdy. And then I just took some bark, put some bark across there and bark over there. It just makes yourself a nice kind of like flatter seat. Then over to the pot hanger. So find a nice Y, get yourself a nice elbow joint there. Make sure ones like this is probably the best, where you've got the lead stick carries on, so when you hammer that in it's not going to break off to the side either way. And then I took my longer stick, cut a wedge in there with a little lip, so that can be placed on there like so, with a rock there to keep the tension. Then I took this nice stick here, so I've cut notches in it
for different levels depending on how I want my pot over the fire. And then you've got a nice natural hook there, which I've then just embedded a bit more. So then it hangs on just above the fire like that, which is lovely. But yeah, and there's my tarp set up. So I've kind of used, there's a fallen tree behind it that I've used as a tie-off point, and it's kind of acting almost like a bit of a windbreak, though the part where we're camping is not that windy really. Then obviously I've tied it off to this tree, guitar string tight, a couple of pressing knots on here to keep the tension. Then we've got a trucker's hitch over the other side with a quick release knot with a stick to hold it in. And then I've just made a couple of, because the ground here is so soft, just normal pegs won't really cut it, so I've fashioned myself just pegs out of sticks and hammered them into the ground with the axe. And yeah, it's done me well. It's done me really well. But yeah, you can see a bit of a mess, my camp at the minute. There's kind of my sleeping quarters. If you see underneath my sleeping mat and my foil reflector, I've got my raised bed. So that was fairly, again, simple design. Found a log, chopped a log down. I made this one a bit too long because I was actually going to put another extra bit to put my bag on, but I ended up just putting it on the ground sheet over there. And then you peg them in place, one either side, same on that side, and then take fairly thick, sturdy logs. I prefer to do it this way because I think you get a bit more spring doing all lengthway logs rather than putting two lengthway logs and then slat logs across. I prefer it this way because you get a little bit more suspension in the bed. So yeah, then just put down my foil heat reflector so it reflect the heat back at me, and then my sleeping mat and sleeping bag, 3 season sleeping bag on there, and job's a good one. So yeah, that's basically my setup. It's been good. I've had some good night's sleep on it. This is all that's left for posterity, for the next person. I've got my skillfully made chair, table, pot hanger, and then the Ragnarok!